This is my AP Cycle project, and I have here with me little Brendan. He's gonna help me on my little magic performance. I'm going to read your mind. I'll ask you to think of something, and I'll write it down on my paper, and I'll fold it. And then you'll write down. I'll tell you what to do. Okay, so think of your Uncle Nick's name. Look at me. I'll write it down. I'll fold it, and you keep it in your pocket first, okay? Keep it in your pocket. Now write down your uncle's name over here.
Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah. I already write it down. What's this? Joey? Okay, okay. So we put Joey over here first. Now, think of your dad. You know your dad's phone number?
Yes.
Okay. The last 4 digits, okay? Last 4 digits of your dad's phone number. Okay. Put it in your pocket. I'll write it down. Okay. Now think of your Facebook password. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Alright, just pick a card. Okay, look at it. Show the camera. Don't let me see it, okay? Okay, now put it back. Okay, now I'll write the card. Okay, now take everything out. Take everything out in your pocket and match it here. Where's your card? Okay, put it out. Right here.
It's BG.
Like this.
What the heck? Hey, 厉害！
His card. His uncle's name
哎，明明就认识我爸，你哪知道我爸的电话号码？
in 1364. Good. Thank you. Alright, so just now, that was the procedure. So basically, you choose an audience, give him or her 2 pieces of paper. Tell him that you can read his mind. Ask him to think of someone's name and look into his eye, and write it down. Then tell your audience to write it down for future reference. So like after you write it down, put it in his pocket. Time to write it down for future reference. And then ask him to think of someone's number and do the same thing. And then the last one, just pick a card, and then pick a card, and then, you know, do the same thing. Materials: 5 pieces of paper, 2 pens, a deck of cards. How do I do it? Well, there's something in magic called the force, where you force someone to pick a card. You know? That's where the psychology comes in, because it is to do with the Gestalt grouping perspective. So like, normally as you see a card, this is a whole, right? Gestalt. So normally when you see a card, this is a whole deck, right? And then when people pick, if you do it like this, it's still a whole. But the thing is, if you can locate whatever card you want by putting a little finger over here like this. So you see, I have a little break over here. This is called a break in magic. If you put a little, let's say I want him to choose this card, alright, the 8 of clubs. So I put a break between 8 of clubs and every other card. And when I put this out, you see this? I just force the audience to choose this card. Well, why? How do I know they will choose this card? This is where the psychology comes in. That's because if I put this out like this, the human brain immediately thinks that this is one group and this is another group. And they'll spot this card really easily because, you know, this group and this group, so these are 2 different groups, and this is just one card. So they'll just pick this one card. Now this is the force. And why am I telling you this? but probably didn't see it right away in my magic because it was so natural. So basically I forced the card using the psychology to let them pick the open card right here. Right, the open card. And then I know that card. I know he's gonna pick that card. So here comes the order. And it also do with psychology. So first I know the card that he's gonna choose already because I'm gonna force it to him, right? So instead of writing his uncle's name, instead of writing the person's, I ask him to think of a name first, but I'm not writing the name. I'm writing the card that I know, but the person that doesn't know that, right? So immediately he just Gestalt grouping, right? He just group what I'm writing to his uncle's name. He won't notice the order because it's so natural to human brain, like they just perceive it like that. So I told him that I'm gonna write whatever the thing is, and I put it in his pocket. So he just immediately grouped that first two paper into his uncle, but actually I'm writing the card, which he doesn't know. And then second thing is the number, right? And then as he wrote down, I can see what he wrote, which is Joey. So instead of writing the person's number, I just wrote his uncle's name, and then so on and so forth. And then the last one is I told him to pick a card, and I forced the card using the force method, and then I didn't write down the card. I just write down the number, which I can see on the table, right? So I just write down the number, but the person doesn't know this because of psychology due to the Gestalt thing. So he grouped them into group 1, name, group 2, number, group 3, card. So he automatically just order that into those groups, so I can get away with the ordering difference that I mixed up. Thank you.